Hi guys, welcome back to an episode of DB Cars itself, and today's episode itself, I'll be reviewing the GetGo Mercedes C180. So let's dive straight to this video right now. So yeah, here is guys the Mercedes C180 from GetGo itself. So from the look of it outside here, there isn't any damage to the car itself other than it is covered with bird shit. What do you mean by covered by bird shit? Well, this is one big example. I think from outside, if you stand really far away, you can't really see the bird shit that's splattered on the, like, basically it's splattered everywhere around the car itself. There's some here, but the worst one I have to say is the rear driver side. The rear driver side. Basically this door right here behind the driver itself is the worst. It's covered with bird shit everywhere, and it's not only that part. It's basically here as well. This you can see the whatever the bird ate for his whatever lunch or dinner, etc. And yeah, basically there's quite a lot of bird shit all around, and also the wheels are quite dirty. So yeah, more bird shit all around the car itself. On the roof there's some as well, if you guys can see. Front just covered with some bird shit, and also it's quite dirty. So yeah, other than that, that's all for the damages for the car itself. Basically just car is dirty itself. So yeah, basically usually for car sharing, people don't really care about the car unless it's their personal car, or some people really go all out to wash the car itself. But other than that, let me just show you guys the trunk space for the car right now. So as you guys can see, this is a Mercedes C180 right there with the badging, C180, Mercedes logo right there, the 9-gear tronic which the car comes with. And yeah, basically this is how it looks like itself. So yeah, to access the trunk is very simple. Just need to put your hand right down below the Mercedes emblem itself, and the trunk will open. And yeah, basically this is the trunk space for the Mercedes C180 right here. I would say it's quite, space-wise, it's quite decent itself. So yeah, maybe to put, this has no problem bringing maybe I don't know, a large suitcase to put inside. Alongside, maybe you can throw in one more medium-sized suitcase as well. Other than that, yeah, more junk right here itself. So yeah, other than that, you got this lever right here to close it, or if you do not want to close it manually, you can just press the button right here, which will close it for you. And I think this is to lock the trunk itself. So I'm going to press this button right here. I don't think there's any thing right here. If let's say someone were to get stuck inside, they can get out. So there isn't any way of getting out if you are stuck in the trunk. You got some pole hooks right here to hook your stuff, some small pockets right here as well. So yeah, right down below, just a high visibility jacket in case the car breaks down itself. But other than that, that's all for the rear of the trunk space for the car itself. So just gotta press this button. Yep, and it closed. That's very good. So now I'm gonna show you guys the rear of the car right now. So let's go. Alright then, so stepping right into the car is just very simple. Just need to grab this handle right here, and the car will open up. And stepping right into the Mercedes C180 right here. Oh my god. Door somehow closes by itself. So yeah, this is the interior of the Mercedes C180. Overall, I would say it's not too bad. It's definitely very elegant, as you guys can see, as you expect from a Mercedes itself. One thing I noticed straight out of the back is there isn't any center light, which normally other cars have. But for the Mercedes itself, it doesn't have a center light. It only has the light at the front, which I'll show you guys later on. And you also got one more light as well, which I think is only unique to this side, which I'm sitting on right now, which is you got this small reading lamp right here, which you could press, and you could maybe read a book or read something right here. So yeah, and also you got a grab handle right here, which is on all four sides of the car itself. So yeah. Okay, let me just show you what you get in the rear of the Mercedes C180 right here. So basically you got some storage pocket right here and right here. For basically the rear, there's storage pocket for you guys to put your stuff, and you also got this very nice some space right here to put your drinks if you do not want to put in the center armrest, which I'll show you guys later on. You got your grab door handle here to get out of the car, your window switches, and your very nice speaker right here. I don't know how many inch or whatever speaker is, but you got this very nice aluminium trim as well. Other than that, that's for the rear. My leg room wise, I got a decent amount of leg room, and headroom wise also is not too bad. But the only thing I noticed is I'm not too sure whether it did the same for the Audi A5, which I reviewed way back. But the seating height, it looks a bit high. Maybe because I'm not too sure why, but I feel it's a little, yeah, doesn't really have much. The how do I say it? Basically, I feel like you're sitting quite high up, but not that high up as like a typical SUV itself. So yeah, maybe there's something to do with how the seat height itself. But one downside I can definitely see straight out the back is you got this very huge ass transmission tunnel right here, which I think carrying 3 people in around would be a problem. So let me just demonstrate to you guys right now. Okay, so this is how a person that, let's say you will carry 3 person around, they will basically have to tuck their leg in between. But one good thing, they got at least AC, at least there's rear AC in the Mercedes itself, this C180 itself. So basically you could either adjust it for the person on your left or your right, or you could adjust it and be selfish and just blow it to yourself. So yeah, you also got this very nice switch nozzle right here, or switch, whatever you call it, to adjust the airflow coming to the rear itself. So basically, if you do not want rear AC, you can just turn it off with this switch right here. Let me see, what do you have? I don't think this is storage space. Oh wait, it is. Right down here you got some sorry, you got this very nice small storage space right here. Don't know what to put inside here, but you could put something right inside here, and you got 12-volt socket outlet right here itself. Other than that, that is all for the rear of the Mercedes C180 itself. Carrying 3 people in the rear, 3 full-grown size adult, I would say it's a problem. Maybe kids, maybe two adult and 1 kid shouldn't be a problem at all. But other than that, you got some ISO fixing point right here as well to put your child seat or whatever. Now let me just show you guys the rear armrest for this car itself. So basically, this is the rear armrest for the car, the Mercedes itself. Got a very not that low or deep storage space right here, which maybe you could put some stuff, maybe a wallet or some pieces of paper right here that you do not want. Alternatively, you also got some cup holders right here. You could put your drinks. I think, not too sure how this works, but just when you pull this down, and I think this is how it looks like. So yeah, put it back up, it's just other way around itself. So yeah. Alright, that's all for the rear of the Mercedes itself. Let me see what else. If I'm not wrong, if you want to have more space for the rear trunk itself, I think you could alternatively, there should be lever right here. I think it should be one of those right there, which I could be wrong, but let me just take a look for you guys right now. Oh yeah, and the fuel filter trap for the Mercedes right here is right behind the driver itself. So basically it's on the right side, not the left side. So yeah, let me see if I could lower the rear seat for you guys to access the trunk itself. I'm not too sure what the shit is this. Not too sure how the fuck do you do this, but I think there's a way you could do it. So most probably I'll figure out it later by myself. So yeah. Alright, now let me guys show you guys the driver zone of the Mercedes itself. So stepping right into the Mercedes itself, one thing you do notice straight out the back is the interior itself is just a whole not another level compared to the compared to the Audi A5. Technically, you could say the Audi A5 is a much older car, so hence the interior is not up to par or up to similar standard as it is. But so basically this is how if I'm not wrong, this is not the original infotainment screen that was first launched on this Mercedes. So this should be the facelifted version, one which they give a facelifted interior and exterior as well. So yeah, but let me just move on to the main thing right now, which is the storage space. Storage space, right here you got, I think it's storage space. Yeah, this is the glove box for the C180 right here. You got your own manual and some other miscellaneous shit right here. I think you can put decent amount of stuff right here, but not that much, because I think of how this shape, this shape of the the storage compartment, how it was shaped. So yeah, that's a downside. Next up, let me just show you guys the second storage space which you have, which will be right here. To access it, it's just very simple. Just need to press on this button right here and it will open up. So once open up, you can see this. You could put also it's definitely not, I would say slightly better or worse, but it's just to put decent amount of stuff right here. You also got some ports right here to put your SD card and your Type A port, your USB Type A. Technically you can also charge your phone here as well. So yeah, to close it, you can just press it. If you want to just close one side, you can just close it like that. But if you want to close fully, just either way it will close it up just like that. Alright, now let's move on to the next part, which is the center console right here. Basically this car has a lot of different things to see. So let me just first show you like this glove box right here, or this, I don't know what they call it, but I'll just call it a glove box itself. So basically you got your cup holders right here, you got the fuel card to top up the petrol for the car itself, more Type A port. I think this Type A port could be for the infotainment itself. I could be wrong, but oh well, I will figure out that eventually. So yeah, let me just close this up for you guys. And we got this infotainment screen right here, which basically controls this screen right here. Basically this infotainment, this thing right here basically controls the infotainment of the car itself, and the same goes for these 5 buttons right here, other than your headlight right here. So basically navy, radio, media, and telephone, and your car infotainment system also can be controlled through there. But basically this is the shortcut key itself. So yeah, moving on, we got the temperature control for either side. If let's say you do not want it to be in sync, you could adjust it according to the passenger or driver request. So basically you can just adjust it according to what the passenger, maybe the passenger prefers a lower temperature and the driver prefers a higher temperature. That could be adjusted through this screen right here itself. So yeah, next side we got your control right here to direct how the airflow you want to be blowing at you. And this next up we got the fan speed button right here. So basically this to adjust the fan speed of the car, to control how much air you want to be blowing right at you. And next up you got your auto climate control right here, and this should be the front defrost itself. So basically this to the max. This menu button is just to see what is being controlled at the moment itself. So yeah, this is for the rear. The rear window itself is to sync the, basically this sync button is to control the climate control for both the driver side and the passenger side as well. So make it in sync, basically that to sync it to the same, to adjust the same temperature on either side. That's what I say. So yeah, next up we got to this button right here to recirculate air in the car itself. So I don't really need much explanation with this stuff. This stuff to make the recirculate the air condition of the air in the car itself. So yeah, and this is your AC button, and this is the same as the one on which I mentioned at the start of this whole lot of buttons right here. So yeah, your AC vent right here, not much to explain, but you can just adjust it according to how you want. And this knob right here is to adjust to turn off, to shut or open the air vent for the car itself. So yeah, infotainment screen I'll show you guys later on once I turn on the car itself, and all these buttons I'll explain to you guys later on itself. So yeah, now let me just show you guys the wheel of the Mercedes itself. So basically you got this very nice steering wheel right here with the Mercedes logo right in the center, and this also is your horn for the car itself. You got your wipers control right here with this knob right here, your indicators right here. Right down below is your this is to basically adjust the how far in or how far out you want the steering wheel to be. Because basically if you guys didn't know already, the Mercedes is basically to adjust the steering wheel and the seats on this Mercedes itself is electronic. So everything is done through a button itself or a switch itself. So yeah, right on your this side right here is to adjust the gear selector. So basically to engage drive, just need to press on this button right here, and to engage drive just to press all the way down, reverse all the way up, and neutral just one time up itself. So but if I'm not wrong, if you're a Mercedes driver, this would be just a breeze in the park for you. That isn't a problem for you guys. So yeah, next up you got more switches right here. And one thing I realized when I first got into this car itself, I was trying to find the engine button, the start stop button itself. Usually I would expect it to be here, as it's much easier for the driver to notice itself, compared to being here and not being able to find it easily itself. So yeah, Oh well. Next up, we got light switches right here, which will adjust accordingly, or you can just set it to auto headlight, which will just adjust accordingly to the surrounding itself. So yeah. And this is, if I'm not wrong, this is to be for adjust the gauges right here itself. So which I'll also show you down later on once the car is turned on itself. Next up, let's move on to more buttons right here for the Mercedes itself. So basically, these switches right here are to adjust the windows itself and to adjust the mirrors itself. These are your 4 window switches right here, and this is switch right here to prevent people from rolling down the windows. These 2 buttons right here are to adjust the mirrors itself. So basically, if you want to adjust your left or right hand side mirror, just need to press on it and you can just adjust it through here itself. These, I think if I'm not wrong, should be to fold the mirrors in, which I'll show you guys later on itself. And this big ass button right here is to adjust your seat. So basically, there isn't any seat controls right here if you guys are looking for it. There isn't any seat adjustment buttons right here. It's the only seat adjustment you can adjust right here is your lumbar support, which let me see, I can show you guys. So basically, the only switch is this lumbar support right here to adjust the so basically, the only way to adjust the seat itself is through this button right here itself. So yeah. Next up, we got your lock and unlock button right here. So basically, to lock the car itself or to unlock the car from the inside. This is your handle right here to get out the car itself. And yeah, basically that's all. Oh yeah, and you got that switch right over there, which usually can't be noticed, but if you were to open the door itself, you're able to notice. But that button right there is for you guys to access the trunk. So basically, the driver can just press that button right there and the passenger outside can access the trunk. If not, you can just press it manually like what I showed you guys just now. So yeah. Alright then, now let me just show you guys all the buttons on the steering wheel and the steering this thing right here. So basically, to turn on the car itself, just one press for the accessory power, and I press for this. So yeah, so basically this is how it looks like when the car is turned on. Let me just show you guys this thing right here itself right now. So basically, you got your this to turn off your parking sensor, this to access the cameras on the car itself. So if I have to press that, you can see the let me see. Okay, I think this need to be turned on. So, but I'll just show you guys that later on. You got your button right here to adjust the infotainment itself, which is very complicated. This is your volume switch right here, and this I think is to turn off the that is just to show you guys the clock on the screen itself. So yeah, Mercedes-Benz. I'll just leave it at that. But basically, that's what it is. So yeah, this huge ass thing right here and this wheel right here is to basically adjust the infotainment itself. So basically, if I were to adjust this, you can see the adjustment right here itself. So yeah, and this right here is basically this thing. Okay, this thing right here is the touchpad itself. So basically, if you guys ever use a touchpad, you know roughly how to operate it. So yeah, basically you can just adjust it according to how you want. So basically, I'm just going to go through whatever shit that's here right now. So let's just say option, or let me just show you guys so basically, this is the setup of the car itself. So basically, you can adjust a lot of things through here by using this touchpad right here or the screen right here itself. So yeah, not too sure what I'm clicking on right now. Yeah, I'll just click on this maybe. So yeah, basically you can see a lot of information itself. So yeah, and you got this right here, which is even more complicated. Basically, Mercedes, I really like infotainment by Mercedes because there's really a lot of things you could do with it. So yeah, basically that's all for the infotainment itself. The wheel itself is also quite similar to this thing right here, but slightly more down itself. So basically, if you want to go back to the home screen, you can just press on this and it will go back. Let's say if you want to maybe click on the same thing again, just need to press on this and you'll go there. Let's say I have to press on the consumption and I want to go back. Just press on go back and it will go back itself. And this button right here to adjust to pick up and the call. This to adjust the volume of the infotainment itself. So basically, if I want to yeah, I can hear somewhat. So yeah, to mute it, just press on it there, just like that. this is for the voice command on the infotainment screen itself. So yeah. Alright, now let me just show you just the center right now. The center itself is even more amazing itself. So basically, if you just saw the two messages that was popped up by the car itself, the way I cancel it is by pressing on this same thing right here, which is also the same thing on the left for the infotainment screen itself. So yeah, to adjust the things right here, to go back is also the same thing itself. So yeah, basically there's a lot of things you could do with it. And to, let's say, scroll to the next function itself, just need to swipe left or swipe right itself. So yeah, yeah, there's basically a lot of things you could do with it. Oh my god. Yeah, basically there's a lot of things you could do with this car itself. So yeah, this is basically for your cruise control, so I'm not going to talk much about it. But this these three buttons right here are to set a cruise control for the car while in motion itself. So yeah, now let me just show you guys the gauges of the car itself. Gauges right here, there's on the left there isn't anything you could change, but on the right, if I to over here, alright, if on the right itself, if you guys look at the rev gauge, which now is showing the rev gauge itself, if I were to swipe it to the right, you should be able to see there's a thing that's outlining the rev gauge itself. So basically, if I want to change, I can just scroll down. I can see quite a lot of other information about the car itself. So that's one thing I really like. And you can see the G-force itself, which is quite amazing itself, which I don't think other cars have. So yeah, that's one thing I really like about this car itself. And also you got pedal shifter itself, which I also just noticed, which I didn't know this car has. So yeah, oh yeah, I think this just I mentioned this is something, but I think this is to adjust the dynamic control of the car itself. So basically you can adjust that according to your preference itself. So yeah, I think that I'll definitely want to try sports mode later on in the car itself to show you what it is. And also it will pop up right here when you change the driving mode itself. So yeah, other than that, I think that's all I have to say for the car itself. Yeah, and also one thing, if you guys didn't know, I think at night you'll be able to see this much more easily. But at night, when the car is on, you can see the ambient lighting on the car itself. And I think there's also some right here, but you're unable to see at the moment. So yeah, other than that, let me just show you some other things before I end off this video itself. You got your sun visor right here with the mirror, which is very nice. And also there's this light on top. Same goes for the passenger side as well. Let me just turn off the car itself. You got some of the reading lamps right here. Basically, if this okay, let me just show you guys. So basically this is what I telling you guys just now. This is the only light in the Mercedes that when you turn on the car itself, this light will turn on. If not, there's no light in this car at all. So yeah, you also got your storage space for your sunglasses. This button right here, if I'm not wrong, should be for something. Not too sure. There's no response. This button right here, if you want to turn on the lights right here, you can just turn on. If not, you can just turn off. This not too sure what the fuck this does, but I think you guys will figure out yourself. But wait, let me see if I turn on the car. Yeah, I'll turn on the car. If let's say I'll turn off. Wait, turn off. No idea what this does. Oh wait, what? Oh, I found out what it does. So basically, you press this, the light in the rear, which I showed you guys just now, will turn on itself. So yeah. Wait. No, okay, there's nothing. Not too sure what this two button does. So yeah, maybe I have to read the owner's manual itself. But I think that's all I have to say for this car itself. Oh yeah, I just found okay, before I end the video itself, I just found the electronic handbrake itself, which is right here, which normally in this car, once you engage drive, it will just it will turn off the handbrake by itself. It won't, like normally some cars you have to remove the handbrake first, then the car will move. For the Mercedes itself, it will turn off by itself once you engage in drive itself. So yeah, other than that, yeah, basically that's all I say for this video itself. Let me just show you guys my overall thoughts and summary for this car right now. Alright then, so yeah, I need to figure out how do you guys have more space in this car itself. So basically there's this lever right here which you guys can pull. And let me see. So basically once you pull that lever itself, the seat will unlatch itself and just fold the seat down, and the same for the other side as well itself. So yeah, that's how you have more space in this car itself. So yeah, that's how it is. So yeah, let me just show you guys my thought and summary for this car right now. Alright then, so yeah, let me just show you guys my overall thoughts about the Mercedes C180 itself. One thing I have to say so far, joining to here the current location, if you guys know already where I'm at, I would say it's a very, very nice, pleasant car. I can say definitely much better than the Audi A5 that I drove way back. I think even though you can't really compare it to that car, because not really a big, not that smaller compared to the Mercedes itself. But anyways, basically overall drive is very pleasant, and it's just basically amazing, the drive. I really like the Mercedes itself. One downside I do have is the wipers. It's just very awful. So when you turn on the wipers on the Mercedes itself, it has this very awful friction between the wipers and the, hold on. Yeah, so basically that's one thing I think maybe because there's no rain on the windscreen itself, so hence there will be some friction on it. But I see some videos online from Mercedes owner that this is a common issue on their Mercedes itself. So I don't know, maybe this is also a common issue on that Mercedes itself. But one thing I have to say is just now when I was arriving at this location, I have some problem with the gear selector itself. So basically, if you guys know, the gear selector are quite simple, as either you press on the gear selector right here and just engage to the gear that you want. But on the Mercedes itself, or like some other car itself, you just need to adjust the knob and you just go to the gear that you want. For the Mercedes itself, I have noticed that just now I was having some trouble engaging into reverse itself. So initially the car was in drive, but when I want to park the car itself, I thought I engaged it in reverse, but the whole time was in neutral. So I was having problem reversing the car, and the car was just revving without any, basically it's a C180, so there isn't any noise coming out from the car itself. So yeah, that's one thing I think I have to get used to in driving a Mercedes itself. But I've yet to try out sports mode in the car itself, so hopefully by end of I'll you guys okay. So basically I will just give you guys a second update later on once I have returned the car itself and once I have returned the car and end my booking itself. I will share you guys my thoughts on how sports mode is on the Mercedes itself. Basically there's sports and sport plus on the car itself, and also individual and eco mode, which you guys saw earlier on just now. Most probably I'll be trying sport and sport plus, see what's the difference between those two. I feel they are just the difference between those two modes. I think just to make the car more aggressive and more respond much faster, because when the car was in that comfort mode, it was already quite fast. When you pedal to the metal, it's already the response time, even though it's not that fast, but it picked up speed quite fast, which I really like. But I'll see what sports and sport plus mode have to do with it, how the car responds to it later on once I end my booking. So I'll give you guys a brief update on that later on. So yeah, catch you guys in a moment. Alright then, so yeah, basically it's update number 2 of my overall thought summary itself. Basically what do I have to say for the car itself? Well, oh my god, sports mode and sport plus mode on the Mercedes itself, the C180, is mind-blowingly fast. I think it's the fastest, I think the regular sedan, if you can call it, I've tested so far. Previously I tried out other sedans itself. Sports mode it's alright, there's a small difference in it, but oh my god, the Mercedes though. The Mercedes has a big difference in its sports and sport plus mode. It sharpens the cars up, the response is so much faster, everything just so much faster in the Mercedes itself. So yeah, that's one thing I really like about this car itself. So yeah, basically what else do I have to say about this car? Well, one thing is when you lock the car up, one thing I really like about the car is it let to ensure that if you don't know whether the car is locked or unlocked itself, when you lock the car itself, the car will flash hazard light, plus also will give you a short beep of the horn itself to tell you guys that the car is locked. The unlocking procedure wise, it is the other way around. There's no honking or flashing on headlight. There's just the folding mirror itself just close. Sorry, not close. Unfold by itself. So yeah, that's the only difference when you unlock the Mercedes itself. Other than that, I don't really have any other complaints to the car itself other than the gear selector, which I had a problem with. And also, oh yeah, regarding that button which you guys saw earlier on about the camera itself, basically that function is, if I'm not wrong, that button right there, when you press it, the car will basically help you find a parking spot and it will park the car for you. I didn't try the feature out because I didn't have time to, plus this was just a short booking itself. So yeah, but if you guys have a long booking of the car itself, you guys definitely try it out. So yeah, other than that, that's what I say for this video itself. I hope you guys enjoy the video that I've been doing so far. But yeah, if you guys enjoy the video, don't forget to click on the subscribe button down right below to see more videos like this, or click subscribe and click see my 2 other videos. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.